3, 2, 1.
It's the Puff and Steph Podcast.
Hey everybody, it is the Puff and Steph Podcast with you on this Friday, getting you ready for the weekend, another one. What's up, Steph, from the back porch of your house?
Hi, happy Friday.
Yeah, I know.
Yay.
And a weekend, for real, like another one of those real weekend things coming up.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy because for the longest time, weekend didn't mean anything, but now people can actually do fun stuff.
True that. Today's show brought to you by H&R Block. H&R Block reminds you you only have 6 days left to file your taxes. I'm actually getting mine done today.
Oh, good.
Yep.
See, that wasn't too last minute.
It's not technically the last minute, but we've had months to do it. You know what's really funny is that my wife is not a procrastinator at all. But
I didn't think she was.
No, she's not, but I'm totally dragging her down with me. That's the thing. Like, I've brought her into my life. And while I don't freak out over things in terms of last minute, she has a tendency to, not all the time, but sometimes. And, like, I think my ways have almost calmed her a little bit because she doesn't freak out about, last minute stuff as much as she used to. Which I don't know if it's a good thing or bad thing, because I think one of us should probably be a freak or outer.
Right.
Like, both of us really can't be a go with the flow type person. One of us has to be, like, putting us on a schedule or whatever.
And I feel like that person is her.
Oh, it's definitely her. 100%. But the problem is like, the more she spends time with me and the more I'm in her life, like, she's becoming a little bit less of that person. And like I said, I'm dragging her down into my world, and that's not necessarily a good thing. So, just thinking
right.
that she, that maybe I should change instead of her changing all the time. Maybe that's not the worst thing in the world.
Right. Maybe you should come up to her level instead.
Yeah, we both know that's not going to happen. So, weekend plans. What do you got going on? You're going away, right?
Yes. Me and Elizabeth are going to Atlantic City for the weekend for her birthday.
Well, sounds
So
like fun.
excited.
Where are you going?
Atlantic City.
Okay. So I knew that's where you were going. I just wanted to make sure that everyone else knew you were going because I did some research, Steph. Because you're going to the beach in Atlantic City, right?
Right.
Well, the last shark attack in Atlantic City happened in 1965.
Oh my gosh, that's great news. So our odds of surviving and not getting attacked by a shark are great.
The last fatal shark attack in Atlantic City happened 101 years ago.
Wow. Okay, that's uplifting.
So while you're excited about it, I'm going to offer a different idea. Maybe they're due for another one. That's the problem.
I knew you were going to find a way to make it, not positive.
All I'm saying is just be careful. Like, you see it as like, oh my God, see, the chances are low. And I'm like, these numbers mean they're due. Someone's due for a little nibble.
Right, long overdue.
So just be careful. What did we say like a couple weeks ago? You can't wear black and white swimsuits. So if you have like maybe a lighter color swimsuit, bring that.
Most of my swimsuits are black, but I also have a white one. I have black and then I have white.
Right. I would suggest wearing the white one.
Okay. But yeah, most of mine are black, so that puts me kind of at risk. But I don't know how far in the ocean we'll really go. We might just get in a little bit to cool off,
All right. Okay. Just every second you're in that water, remember this, what we're talking about right now. I mean, don't let it ruin your vacation or anything.
No, of course not.
But just remember we're talking about it. So, okay, let's talk about this new normal thing. The New York Times just put out this article saying that a lot of offices aren't going to be reopening. They're seeing good efficiency from people working from home, and the cost of running a business is actually lower if you have people working from home. You don't have to pay rent, electric, cable and internet, all that stuff.
Right.
So a lot of these businesses, like office spaces, aren't going to be reopening. They're saying, you know what, work from home. You're doing a good job from home. Why bring it back in? And I am dreading this. I hope that wherever I end up in terms of work is not going to do this. Because I'm telling you right now, my wife does fine. She kills it from home, right? Working constantly. She's a hard worker. I'm a hard worker too, but I really think I need that office time myself.
Right, like that kind of environment. I'm the same way. And my mom, she works for the state, and they told her that this might be a permanent thing, working from home. But we don't have like a spare bedroom or an office here. So all of her work and her computer has been taking up the entire dining room table. And she also said, like, what am I supposed to do with my nice clothes? Like, where am I ever going to have, like, to wear these nice clothes if I don't have to go to work anymore? Like, I couldn't do it personally. I like to get up and get dressed and like, go somewhere and be with other people.
Yeah, the social aspect of a job is important. You meet a lot of your friends at work, right? You could like my parents both worked in the same place. You know, like a lot of people meet their significant other at work. Now, I mean, I don't have to worry about that, but meeting friends is one thing. Like we made friends at the last place we worked, and you made friends at the place you worked at after the radio station, and I would make friends at a new place. I don't know. I'm not feeling this work from home thing. I'm really not. Some people love it. I can't.
I feel like maybe they could give people the option, or maybe they could do a few days from home, a few days in the office. But working from home all the time, I feel like in the long run you would feel so isolated. I said, and I know you're not like big on fashion necessarily, Puff, but like I have a lot of like nice clothes that I want to go like to a job to look nice in. Don't make that face.
I'm huge on fashion. What are you talking? Like what? I'm not big on fashion. Of course I am.
Well, what I meant was that I don't think you're gonna agree with me. Like you're not gonna say, but I want to wear my nice pants and my new shirts to work. Like I don't see you saying that.
Well, not like that. Not like the way you just said it. I'm not gonna say it. So I guess you're right. I don't know if I should feel insulted or not. All right, coming up in just a couple of minutes, we've got our very first Christmas in July Hallmark movie review. What did I think of Switched for Christmas?
It's the Puff and Steph Podcast.
During this time, many are out of work and struggling just to get by. It's good to know that your friends at Capital City Buy and Sell in Harrisburg have your back. If you're in need of extra help during the pandemic, you can pawn or sell unwanted or unneeded items that you may have laying around your house, including jewelry, electronics, tools, musical instruments, and a whole lot more. Capital City Buy and Sell is open 7 days a week, and they're always paying cash. Plus, they have low pawn interest and terms if you aren't quite ready to say goodbye to your item just yet. Capital City Buy and Sell, 3517 Walnut Street, Harrisburg. Online at harrisburgpapawn.com. Great news, everyone! American Shaman of PA's doors are back open for normal operations, and they're ready to bring you the much-needed relief that you've been waiting for. They care about their customers, and their customers keep coming back for more. Steve K says, American Shaman products drastically decrease my back pain and relieve my stress in just 1 month. Thank you. Stop by your local American Shaman of PA store for a free CBD sparkling water and free samples. Find their locations and more at hempushealth.com.
Do you love saving money but hate buying one of those coupon books filled with places you'll never go to? Well, here comes Quick Save Coupons to save the day. Quick Save Coupons is an app where you can find savings for restaurants, stores, and experiences that you will love. And here's the best part. It's free. No big coupon books to buy, no websites to give your information to. Quick Save Coupons will show you all of the savings in your area right on your phone. Just go to Google Play or the App Store and download the Quick Save Coupons app. Then start saving money on many of the places you already go to.
Hey honey, how are the taxes going?
Pretty good. Let's see. We either get $800 back or we owe $4,000.
I think we should call H&R Block.
Let's face it, taxes can be confusing and the laws seem to change every year. Let the professionals at your local H&R Block take the worry out of your tax season. H&R Block in Dillsburg, Newville, Biglerville, Fairfield, and Gettysburg have been owned by the same family for over 50 years, and they've been there for every tax law change along the way. Don't leave money on the table. File your taxes confidently with H&R Block.
Now back to the Puff and Steph podcast.
And we're back. And I'm telling you, Steph, I don't know why I came up with this idea. I really don't. I really, really don't. It is Christmas in July. Steph and I were talking about the Hallmark Christmas movies coming back for this month only. And for some reason, out of my mouth, spewed, hey, we should bring back the Hallmark Christmas movie reviews.
Yes, I'm so glad that you're being honest, that it was actually your idea, shockingly.
Yeah, it was. I didn't print this one out to show you how much work I did, but it is 3 full pages.
Yes, another good one.
I have to admit, before we get started, I got a little lazy at the end. Okay, because I actually wrote this.
Were you like bored with it?
Yeah, and just we'll talk about it. All right, you ready?
Yep, let's do it.
Okay, here we go. The last few days, temperatures have been in the 80s and 90s. What does that make you think of? You said Christmas, didn't you? Well, the Hallmark Christmas or the Hallmark Channel doesn't care what you think, so they're going to shove Yuletide log down your throat. It's Christmas in July, everyone. So it's time for another Hallmark Christmas movie review. Today I'll be reviewing Switched for Christmas, a film featuring the wonderful Candace Cameron Bure, or DJ Tanner, if you can't get over your love affair with Full House.
Yep.
By the way, her name, I think it's like Kate and what were the names in the movie? It was like Katie and Chris. That's what, yeah, Katie and Chris was the name in the movie, but we're just going to call them CCB, okay? Candace Cameron Bure.
Okay.
All right. The film starts with not one, but 2 CCBs starting their days. One lives in the city by herself, while the other is a mom in the country. Suburbs. I just call her country. They couldn't be more different. They're twins who don't live near each other. I don't believe it. Those people always seem joined at the hip. Sometimes by choice, sometimes by nature. Nikki and Brie Bella got pregnant at the same time. And I'm supposed to believe that these twins live 100 miles apart? Excuse me.
I don't get it. I don't get that part.
The city twin tells a coworker that she isn't going home for Christmas because she isn't that close to their family. Again, no way this is true when you're a twin. She then learns that at the last minute she'll be planning her company's Christmas party. She acts all snotty about it. On second thought, I actually feel like this is kind of sexist. Why does it have to be a woman planning the party? There's also men in the office. But it went to this woman. Okay. Why can't a man do it? By the way, if Steph's future boss is listening to this, yes, she would love to plan the company's Christmas party. Okay.
Thank you for asking. I would love to. I'd be honored.
Yeah. Another thought. There is no way this place would even have a company Christmas party. It would be called a holiday party. So, just a heads up. It's a big city, like, real estate firm? No, absolutely not. It would be a holiday party. Christmas would be like a 4-letter word. Okay. Cut to Country CCB, and she wants to change the school's winter wonderland. Country CCB seems really boring. Both sisters get invited to brunch by their dad. They seem annoyed by each other. Dad guilts them by holding their dead mom over their heads. It's an awkward meeting. This is great acting from CCB with herself, by the way. Both sisters admit they haven't gotten any action in a while. That's a weird thing. City CCB is complaining about the Christmas party, while Country CCB hates that the winter wonderland at school has gotten stale. They both say they could do each other's lives easily. City CCB suggests that they switch places and commit fraud. She says Mom would want that to happen. Let me guess, and I wrote this as the movie was happening, okay? I did not go back and change anything.
Okay, I believe you.
Okay. Let me guess. It will be weird at first, then they will actually really start doing well in each other's lives, then they will be caught, but neither will suffer any consequences, and at least one of them will fall in love.
It's a good guess, Puff. It's a good guess.
That was my guess. That was like in the first 20 minutes of the movie. Country CCB, now City CCB, but we'll still call her Country. It's kind of hard to follow sometimes. Goes into her sister's office and immediately falls in love with Office Hunk. City CCB is at her sister's school and meets a rich guy from her past. We find out she used to have a crush on the guy, but he stood her up on the ice rink at Winter Wonderland or something. He suggests Winter Wonderland expands and he's going to pay for everything. That's not what she signed up for. It was supposed to be easy. Yeah. Okay. City CCB hangs out with her niece and nephew while pretending to be their mom. This won't have any lasting effects on their ability to trust or anything. In the morning, she's trying to make breakfast and doesn't know how to open a pack of bacon. City people are so dumb. These kids are bossing City CCB around. They're little jerks. We find out that their dad isn't coming. And then we find out that the kids actually know it's their aunt rather than their mom. The mom called them. They knew all along. It's nice to see that these women aren't complete psychopaths. Good job, Hallmark, on that one. I give them credit. Are you following along so far?
Oh, absolutely. Oh, I know all about it. It kind of has Parent Trap vibes for anybody who hasn't seen it.
Okay. Country CCB gets all excited because the guy she's jonesing for at the office knows what a dream board is. Does any guy know what a dream board is?
Probably. They should.
He asks her to go shopping with him. She is super down, like way down. Okay. At the Winter Wonderland meeting, City CCB hates change, but the rich guy says he wants it because has fond memories and money talks, so they're going to do whatever he wants. Oh no, first challenge. Dad comes home and outs City CCB. She says he's old and senile and dodges that bullet by throwing him under the bus. She tells Dad what's going on. He agrees to lie for them. This is an upstanding moral family right here.
Oh, absolutely.
Country CCB takes Office Hunk's offer to help with the company party. Okay, here's my problem so far. He's been working with City CCB for years. He obviously has a thing for her, and the first time he thinks she's letting him in, he likes City CCB, not Country CCB. This is not fair to him. He invites himself over to her condo to talk Christmas party. The poor bastard. He doesn't know what's coming. Meanwhile, City CCB is falling for Rich Guy. Again, Dad shows up and invites them to the light walk. Okay, now both sisters are going to get some action. They talk and bond and stuff like that. Yeah, he's going to hit. Okay.
That's not what it's about, Puff. It's a Hallmark movie.
Now comes the part of the movie where Steph probably gets goosebumps. It's a tree decorating montage with what sounds like Michael Bublé singing "Oh Christmas Tree," and there's a dog.
It's the best, right? The best scene.
They both agree, the sisters, that they have to keep their legs closed in order to not affect their real lives.
Stop it. That's not what it's about.
I have a feeling that this won't happen. Then they say, adopt, don't shop while walking dogs. I'm not sure why this movie wasn't picked earlier. This has got stuff written all over it.
I love it.
Oh no, Country CCB has to actually do City CCB's job instead of just plan a party. She calls her sister and they try the old Bluetooth earpiece trick. Hilarity ensues. Country CCB goes off script and the office hunk gives some ideas. They save the day together. Now another montage as Country CCB needs to bake gingerbread houses with office hunk. It's going to happen, guys. Why fight it? It's going to go down.
You know it.
City CCB is blowing it. She's getting rid of all the town's Christmas magic. Country CCB is blowing it. Her ideas aren't sophisticated enough. Another damn montage happens when Country CCB and Office Hunk decorate the office.
So cute.
The company Christmas party time. Country CCB and Office Hunk take turns complimenting each other. Everything seems to be coming together well. They keep flirting and giving each other bedroom eyes from across the room. Office Hunk is her secret Santa. He gives her a thoughtful gift and creepy whispers that he wants her. He kisses her and she tells him the truth. Oh no, she leaves the party, and he has a dumb look on his face. Okay, this is going well.
It's going so great.
It's Winter Wonderland time and everything is going awesome. Rich guy asks City CCB out. She confronts him about the time he left her hanging all those years ago. He says he caught City CCB kissing another guy, but it wasn't. It was Country CCB. This is like a weird episode of Jerry Springer.
It is.
Country CCB shows up at Winter Wonderland and tells her sister about the party. She seems oddly calm about it, even though it's definitely going to affect her job and life. What? Office hunky guy shows up at Winter Wonderland? Another surprise. Hallmark just keeps us on our toes. This is where I started to get bored. So things don't get as descriptive.
You lost interest?
A little bit. The sisters realize that their lives are both tough, but they think the switch has brought them closer. Oh no, again. Office Hawkeye kisses the wrong sister in front of the rich guy. All right. I'll spare the details, but everyone lives happily ever after. Merry Christmas. Okay, that's where
No, you have to say how it ends.
It ends, but like they both end up with the guys they've been like flirting with.
Yeah,
I mean,
the way it was meant to be.
Okay. All right. Switched for Christmas addresses both people's DJ Tanner and twin fetish at the same time. So good on you, Hallmark, for that. Other than that, it's a pretty predictable movie with very few surprises. Were you surprised at all?
No, you pretty much know what's going to happen. It is kind of predictable.
So let's recap here. Two twins who never see each other decide on a whim to switch it up and live each other's lives. They go about it by lying to their friends, their family, and their coworkers. This sick, twisted little game leads them to a happily ever after, which means the lying will continue. They will do it again. Mark my words. Maybe next time they'll go to each other's doctor's appointment just to confuse the physician. Or maybe City CCB will have a kid and they'll take turns being its mom. These women are sick.
They are not.
Not to mention that Hallmark, once again, makes people fall in love in less than a week.
Yep, never fails.
So that was my review of Switched for Christmas.
Okay, but you're trying to tell me that if you were a twin, you wouldn't want to have some fun and mess with people?
Oh, I'm sure that's something that a lot of twins do at some point in their lives, but eventually they grow up, and they don't do it to the degree where let me do your job, I'll do your job. I mean, what if one of them was a doctor, or what if one of them was, somebody like who had, what if one of them was a pilot? I'll do your job, you do my job. Okay. Crash! Boom!
Yeah, that wouldn't be as funny.
No,
Or
it
cute.
wouldn't. No, it wouldn't. It wouldn't. I'm a pilot. I can fly. No, you can't. Your sister can fly. All right, so I don't know. This is my first one in a while, and I was not a fan. To the point where at the end, I was like, all right, yeah, they live happily ever after. Like
know it.
They both find their man. So I was half right. I said at least one of them would fall in love, but it was both of them. All right. So I guess we'll do at least one more of these at some point this month.
Yeah.
Lord help me, I need a week to recover though. Coming up in just a couple of minutes, we have an update on this whole Lady Antebellum, Lady A thing. It's very interesting.
It's the Puff and Steph Podcast.
During this time, many are out of work and struggling just to get by. It's good to know that your friends at Capital City Buy and Sell in Harrisburg have your back. If you're in need of extra help during the pandemic, you can pawn or sell unwanted or unneeded items that you may have laying around your house, including jewelry, electronics, tools, musical instruments, and a whole lot more. Capital City Buy and Sell is open 7 days a week, and they're always paying cash. Plus, they have low pawn interest and terms if you aren't quite ready to say goodbye to your item just yet. Capital City Buy and Sell, 3517 Walnut Street, Harrisburg. Online at harrisburgpapawn.com. Great news, everyone! American Shaman of PA's doors are back open for normal operations, and they're ready to bring you the much-needed relief that you've been waiting for. They care about their customers, and their customers keep coming back for more. Steve K says, American Shaman products drastically decrease my back pain and relieve my stress in just 1 month. Thank you. Stop by your local American Shaman of PA store for a free CBD sparkling water and free samples. Find their locations and more at hempushealth.com.
Do you love saving money but hate buying one of those coupon books filled with places you'll never go to? Well, here comes Quick Save Coupons to save the day. Quick Save Coupons is an app where you can find savings for restaurants, stores, and experiences that you will love. And here's the best part. It's free. No big coupon books to buy, no websites to give your information to. Quick Save Coupons will show you all of the savings in your area right on your phone. Just go to Google Play or the App Store and download the Quick Save Coupons app. Then start saving money on many of the places you already go to.
Hey, honey, how are the taxes going?
Pretty good. Let's see. We either get $800 back or we owe $4,000.
I think we should call H&R Block.
Let's face it, taxes can be confusing and the laws seem to change every year. Let the professionals at your local H&R Block take the worry out of your tax season. H&R Block in Dillsburg, Newville, Biglerville, Fairfield, and Gettysburg have been owned by the same family for over 50 years, and they've been there for every tax law change along the way. Don't leave money on the table. File your taxes confidently with H&R Block.
Now back to the Puff and Steph podcast.
So I told you about this, and it was shocking that I'm the one that had to give you the news, Steph, because you didn't know this went down. But apparently Antebellum is, yes, a house where Lady Antebellum, it's a type of house where Lady Antebellum recorded their first album. But it's also a house that has, a type of house that has ties to slavery. So apparently they weren't allowed to be called Lady Antebellum anymore. So here's the deal. If a plantation owner who owned slaves also owned dogs, I think we're not allowed to own dogs anymore.
I think that's how it's pretty much going.
I think that, like, nobody was calling them to change their name except for, like, one person on Twitter. So anyway, but that doesn't matter.
I don't get it.
So in June, the band formerly known as Lady Antebellum announced it would change its name to Lady A to remove any association with slavery. But weeks after appearing to reach an agreement with Seattle-based blues singer Anita White, who has been using the same name for more than a decade, the country group announced just a couple of days ago that it is now suing her. So in order to be woke and racially sensitive, they got rid of their antebellum name, picked a African-American blues singer's name, and now they're suing the black lady.
Right. How can they be suing her? She had that name first.
Well, I'll tell you. They said, today we are sad to share that our sincere hope to join together with Anita White in unity has ended. The band members of Lady A said in a statement, she and her team have demanded $10 million in payment for them to use the name. They said, so reluctantly, we have come to the conclusion that we need to ask a court to affirm our right to continue to use the name Lady A trademark we have held for many years. So maybe she was using the name before them, but maybe they got Lady A trademarked a couple of years ago, and she never did. So and she wants them to pay her $10 million in order to use the name. I think they could settle. You know what I mean? Like give her $5 million. They have plenty of money. Give her some money. Let her use the name. We lost Steph here for a second. She'll come back. But I just don't understand why Lady A, like this. I'm sorry. This is a bad look for Lady Antebellum. It doesn't make them look like good people. Maybe I'm wrong, and maybe you'll comment down in the comment section on Facebook or something that I'm wrong. But to me, a court might even affirm their position on this, right? A court might even go, yeah, Lady A is yours, or Lady A is yours. Can you trademark it? Sorry, blues singer, you have no case. And that might be true. But the court of public opinion, I think Lady Antebellum loses. Oh, look, I think we have Steph back. Hi, Steph. Thanks for dropping.
Hi. Yeah, I don't know what happened.
Okay.
I just still don't understand the whole Lady A thing.
Okay,
I don't get it.
So what I was saying when you were gone was the fact that, yes, Lady A maybe trademarked the name where this blues singer didn't. and maybe legally they have the upper hand, but in the court of public opinion, they're not looking good.
Right.
So that's basically all I was saying. I was killing time until you got back.
So you don't think that they're going to win the lawsuit?
I think they have a good chance to win the lawsuit if they trademarked the name and this woman didn't. I mean, who knows? Right. But again, in the court of public opinion, they look like bullies. It's time to stump Steph. 1/4 of adults surveyed that this is their favorite smell. What is it? 1/4 of adults surveyed that this is their favorite smell. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say I don't know if it would be your favorite, but I bet you it's in your top 10. It wouldn't shock me if this is in your top 10.
Is it vanilla?
Nope.
Is it like cookies or like baked goods?
Nope. It's not food at all.
Is it like a plant? Is it like lavender?
No, I don't think this is an essential oil at all.
Okay. Is it like a candle scent?
You're getting close. You're very close.
So it's something that a candle would be like named after.
Not necessarily. What is a candle?
Oh, fire. The campfire.
Campfire.
Yeah.
Is that in your top 10?
Oh, yeah. I love the smell of a campfire. When you come home from like a bonfire and you smell like it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah. All right. Let's try another one here. According to research, the majority of adults who do this started doing it at age 14. The majority of adults who do this started doing it at age 14. What is it?
Is it a bad habit?
I don't think, like, almost everyone does it, so I wouldn't call it a bad habit, no. But it is a habit.
Like biting your fingernails?
Nope.
So it's a habit that you just do kind of like here and there?
Let's not call it a habit. Let's call it addictive, though. It can be addictive.
They started at age 14. Do you do it?
Nope, and neither do you.
Smoking cigarettes?
Nope.
14 would be pretty concerningly young.
I mean, you're probably close. Cigarettes is probably 15 or 16.
Yeah. Most people do it.
People looked at us weird because we didn't do it. That should give it away right there.
Because we don't do it?
People have looked at us and judged us because we don't do this. In the past.
So it's something that's noticeable to other people.
Oh yeah. You're gonna get it. I know you're gonna get it.
Honestly, I'm so lost.
It's addictive. You start at a younger age than cigarettes because it would be way more acceptable to do it at a younger age than cigarettes. And neither of us do it, and we were picked on at the radio station for not doing it. Or we were
drinking coffee.
There we go. Yeah. I knew you'd get it eventually, as long as I gave you an exact roadmap.
Thank you for that.
All right, everyone. Have a fantastic weekend. We will be back with you on Monday. Steph, don't get eaten by a shark. I'll miss you, and I'll have to change the logo. We'll see you guys later.
It's the Puff and Steph Podcast.